Last time on Long Distance Dungeons & Dragons Dinner Theater. After arriving in Westport, Ortega and Viva left their other unconscious allies behind, and the Hobgoblin under Ramsey's control schooled her new intern in the ways of ghost hunting in the Darkwood Forest before heading back to Westport to check on Morrigan, and discovered a portion of the Great Crystal from Reyes being kept in the Westport stronghold, and allowed an enlarged and enraged Viva to smash the place up a bit, before being strongly encouraged into Southport and smash the things that they were instructed to. But Ramses tricked the barbarian intern and headed north instead, dragging Morrigan's body behind them. And now, Long Distance Dungeons & Dragons Dinner Theater continues.
Alright, so you guys go to the Snallygaster Inn?
Yeah, and we'll lay Morgan up there. And,
Alright, the rooms are 200 gold a night.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah. That's what they say whenever you walk in. They don't recognize you, I guess, and they feel like you're from out of town. They don't get a lot of out-of-towners, so maybe they might be scalping you a little bit.
Morgan's been there before.
You can roll a sense motive if you want to know if they're scalping you or not, but... Or an appraise. You guys have been to inns before. You probably know inns aren't that usually this much if you roll a good appraise check.
Yeah, I'm gonna do an appraise.
Alright.
Oh shit! That's only gonna be a fucking 4.
Yeah, Ramses has stayed in a couple inns, but he's like, I don't know, maybe inn prices vary. Maybe there's a really good inn, or maybe we're just in a place that doesn't have a lot of inns, I don't know. This is the price they charge. As a lawful good character, I would assume that they would not overcharge. That would be dishonest.
Well, these are drow, right?
You can roll a perception check.
That's a natural 19, and then that's gonna be,
temporary modifier. So it had you at 18.
plus 2.
Oh, definitely. They're definitely drow.
Yeah, so they're not good. They're trying to fuck me.
You can do a detect, or you can do a detect alignment too if you wanted, but yeah.
Detect evil and detect alignment.
Yeah, you would know they're evil.
Yeah, okay, so... I like these guys.
But you would also know that you're dead, and this isn't really your money, so what do you care?
Yeah, but I'm still trying to legitimately play the character.
I get it. But you want an inn. You want a room in this inn. I don't know. Unless you can go somewhere else and try it, but there's nowhere else in this town. This is the only inn in town. The rest is all like fact. Is that what?
Arena.
There is an arena, but it's a magic arena. It's mostly for magic battles. They don't really allow melee.
Get on your horse, son. We're leaving. We're going back. You didn't even give me a horse. I don't put the entire time. I'll summon my last.
Alright, so you will look at your list and be like, but I thought this was Southport and there are things to smash here. You were excited about smashing stuff on the list. You're like, where's the stuff on this list?
What if you send him to the temple?
Well, I mean, obviously we get, I can't kill him.
Don't leave him alone, guys. Come on, help a brother out.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying. It's his first game back. I can't do this.
Well, dude, you're his commanding officer, right?
Yeah, but I mean, Ramses.
You gotta look out for your boy.
I mean, this is Ortega. Ortega's not.
What is it?
It's Ramses right now.
Yeah,
Until you sleep or until you do something so good that it bothers Ortega.
That's why I'm trying to get out of the city now. Like, I mean, he's still stupid, right?
Yeah, but how do you convince him to leave? He wants to smash things. How do you convince him to leave instead of just smashing something?
We got turned around on the map.
Oh, so there you go. Say, I'm an idiot. We went north instead of south. No bluff check. Just do me a diplomacy and be like, oh, I'm an idiot. We went the wrong way.
Oh, yeah. That's gonna be a 13 on diplomacy. Hold on. Never mind. I forgot I had a higher diplomacy with Ramses. That's actually going to be plus 8. So that's going to be a plus 8, or that's going to be 18.
All right. So he's pretty convincing. He says, oh, we got turned around with the wrong way. It seems like he's telling the truth. Unless you want to roll a sense motive to see if he's lying, but he wouldn't be. So yeah, and apparently you walked in the wrong town. You're like, oh, I've done that before. Happens to me all the time. I always walk in the wrong town. He said, actually, that's how I got this job. He's like, really? I was looking for this other town, and I walked into Nevercrooks, and they offered me a job, and I was like, sure.
I'll take it.
Yeah. They just gave me a form.
Yeah, kind of wrote on it.
Yeah.
Sweet. And now here we are.
Yeah, I filled out a survey, and now I'm just ready to smash stuff. So he's like, let's go the other direction then. And he turns around and follows you to walk the other direction.
Oh, so if his soul,
It's not yet. Not until he fully joins the HBI. He's only filled out a survey so far.
Was it
Question.
a real survey or was it my survey?
No, it's a questionnaire. They give you a questionnaire before they make you an intern to see if you're even ready for that.
I passed out a couple surveys.
Yeah. And then if you make it as an intern, then they sign you on. You get a contract to join the HBI, and that's when that happens. That's when you get your wish.
Very gentle.
All right.
But they promised him like all of his wife. If he passes this internship, if he makes it to they'll promise him anything that he wants, they can give him. So he knows that the rewards are huge if he can make it through this internship.
How many days is the ride to Southport from Northport?
Probably 3 or 4 days on horseback.
All right, yeah. I mean, we'll do that and try and get Morgan awake. So that'll give Morgan, what, 4 rolls?
Yeah.
I'll get 4 wisdom points back.
Yep.
Yeah, so that'll work out for everybody. We'll just do that, and,
I won't be so gullible now, you asshole.
yeah.
He'll fall for much less shit.
Yeah.
Which is bad because now you're going to actual Southport.
Hey, like I said, I'm all about smash. If there's shit to smash, I'm gonna smash it. That's all I'm saying.
I assume they won't recognize Morgan, right?
They have no reason to. Different face, different body. Nothing about you's the same. So, you want to roll those 4 Constitution saves there, Morgan, to see if you wake up on those 4 days?
Yeah. 7. Natural 1. Oh, Jesus.
Fall deeper.
Your brain falls out of the jar.
Can't heal it? 10. And last one.
Natural 20.
14.
All right.
Point.
So, when you guys near Southport, you sort of think you see Morgan's eye twitch a little bit.
Hey!
All right.
That's it.
That's
So-
it. It just
Twitches, just a little twitch.
Mercy stagger wouldn't work with Morgan.
Yeah, because she's not staggered.
Okay.
She's, like, somehow incapacitated.
So you've been asking if she's staggered for the past fucking hour and a half?
Yes, I've been wanting to try and help you, but I can't. We can do nothing for Morgan. It's a fucking vegetable.
Hey, I got. Oh, wait, no, I don't have my
Oh.
Alright, you guys reach the town of Southport without any incident. It gets brighter and brighter as you near. It's about 10 a.m. when you guys arrive, and it's very bright. The light is reflecting off the snow. It's almost blinding. Give you guys to roll me a fortitude save.
Fort save.
That is a 13 plus 5, so 18.
That was a 21, Chef.
You guys are both fine. It's very bright, but not enough to blind you guys. You guys have great eyes. You put on your Ray-Bans, you're fine. So yeah, you guys have reached the town of Southport, where they have very small, open-air, glass dome buildings and open ceilings.
Dude, so much shit to smash!
Yeah. You see a lot of glass stuff worth smashing here. You get really excited.
Oh, I can smash Bono right now.
So he's back to his normal wisdom, right?
I think he's a 1 away from normal, but he's up there.
No, I'm negative 2.
Oh, so 2 away from normal, but he's less dumb than he used to be.
Negative 6 points, or did you take 6 points total?
I had negative 6 points. And I just got 4 of them.
Now he's at negative 2.
Okay.
Jesus.
Cool.
So that's only a -1 on his modifier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was
Okay.
only 1.
So he's at a 0 modifier. He's at 10.
Yeah, so he's fine.
He's average wisdom.
I mean,
11 and 10 is average wisdom.
still a half-wit, but...
He's a normal wit.
Yeah, he's
I'm
normal.
fair. Thank you very much.
He's no Mensa candidate.
No.
Yeah,
But he could work at the post office.
Oh, God.
I could smash all those fucking packages.
So many.
Smash boxes. Me work at post office. Me smash all boxes labeled fragile. We're gonna get some emails about that one, guys.
Alright. So, let's go on this list and let's start smashing this shit. Lead the way, boss.
All right, you hear that from your new intern.
I'm gonna say, well, first we need to make sure that Morgan's secured.
Hey, you still in a coma? I think she's alright.
Knock on the glass. Tick, tick, tick.
All right, you would know that there's a Healing Hand Hospital in town, and maybe you can like stall because the Healing Hand Hospital's on your list of things to smash. But you can say, well, let's get Morgan healed, and then afterwards maybe you can smash it. You can maybe stall.
We should try and get Morgan healed and then go about our journey.
Alright, let's do this while I still got a rage button.
Okay.
All right. So you guys head to the hospital, And Viva's got like trigger finger for her fucking club or whatever you wield, like ready to smash stuff. You're just waiting for the signal. Waiting for the go signal to be allowed to smash things. Vortiga delivers Morgan to the Healing Hand Hospital. They all seem shocked. What's happened to this poor elf? Seems like a good soul. They went down the wrong path and was lost, and they say all this stuff. Some way we could help. You say you don't know what's wrong with it. It's passed out, and you don't know why. They run some tests, and they say it seems to have some sort of soul delay.
Great.
Say it seems to have traveled through some sort of magical means, and in that transfer, because of the soul shard not being a physical body, lost contact with the soul. It's been shaken loose. And so until they're able to like reconnect, the body will remain inert. And they have the ability to heal physical wounds, but they don't know how to return a spirit to a shard.
Do you know of anyone that does?
They don't. They say there was legend of a great wizard that lived here 50 years ago, but rumors are he died recently.
Alright, boss. All we need is some candles.
What's this great wizard look like?
Well, no one's really seen him in a long time. He got kind of reclusive after he lost the Great Crystal 50 years ago. He was of the family Barclay. He used to work for the king in Clenched Fist in Westport. But the crystal was stolen by a master thief, and he went kind of nuts after that, and worked for years to try to return the crystal. But we heard that he died recently, but that his niece had a crystal returned on her own. So we're actually quite worried about it.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Thanks for that information.
Alright.
So, I can smash up this hospital, right?
Oh.
Stop!
You keep like asking me this out loud. Are you asking this out loud? I assume that you are, and he keeps saying no. The nurses seem kind of worried. In walks Longa Cartel, a beautiful female elf with flowing hair, and she sees you and says, "Ah, I see you've returned."
Yes.
And she winks.
Oh, what's up, Ed?
I have returned. I'm just trying to get my friend.
Obviously retarded.
She needs some help.
All right.
And this one over here is not well either.
All right, she says, "I'll see if I can do anything to help you." She reaches over and touches Morgan. I need Morgan to roll a Constitution save plus 10.
Yes! This still might not work.
Still might not. Still might totally fail.
14.
Yeah, she says, "Oh, I felt like we were close there, but not quite. I'm afraid his soul is stuck somewhere." She says, I feel like if you could find the Book of Infinite Planes, and use its secrets before you destroy it, you may be able to find Morgan's spirit. But I feel like it's probably lost somewhere, maybe in the otherworld plane. This soul shard technology is still very new. It's got some kinks from what we understand. We know the Westport military developed this technology about 50 years ago with the help of the great wizard Barclay. And he still hasn't perfected it, obviously. She says, "I need to speak with you in private. Is it safe to leave your friend here?"
Whoa, man, we just met. Come on, I'm gonna drink.
Not you, Vortiga. I need to speak Vortiga privately.
Oh, fine, I see how.
Vortiga, is it safe to leave your new friend here alone with Morgan and a couple of nurses?
Yes.
Commanding officer.
I will say yes, but again, he's not well. So,
Maybe your strongest, burliest nurses.
Where are the man murders?
All right, she'll get a burly nurses to come in just in case anything goes weird.
have the juice ready to speak.
Yeah, a couple of very large nurses come in. And she takes you to a room nearby and says, "We've gotten reports that Cersei has defeated a dragon and gained more power." And he says, "Our heads at the research group are very conflicted about this information. We don't know if it's good or bad." She says, we've had a hard time getting a read on Cersei, which way she'll go. So we don't know if we should be worried or not. But we do know that now that she's gained this power, the HBI will be after her. We need to make sure that you protect her from the HBI.
Yeah. I will do everything in my power to do such, but first I have to do something about my intern. He's been sent with me on the mission to smash and destroy everything, and he's hell bent on it.
Don't worry, I've got the perfect plan. She says, I have the ability to overwrite people's memories. I could very easily replace his memories with ones that make him believe you guys smashed everything on that list. And when you return to Nevercrooks, he'll report to your boss that you guys smashed everything on that list, even though you haven't. He says, the only problem is I know that's not all they want.
Yes, that is not all they want. They want the lens stolen or destroyed. They want the codex now.
He says, well, you can lie about the lens and say you destroyed it. He says, you could lie about the codex and say you destroyed it, but you're going to have to stay gone a lot longer than a couple months just for them to believe that. I don't know if they'd believe you could destroy the codex anyway. You're not necessarily the magic type. And it would take a wizard of a great power to be able to handle the great magic contained within. So I doubt they'd believe that you were able to destroy it. So you might have to hold off on that one, or I don't know where the codex has been taken.
Yeah,
so I can't help you. I can't help you with that.
Out of game, real quick, metagame.
Yeah.
So Morgan is the only person in this group that has seen the codex and has opened it, and if she were awake, would have an affinity to return to the codex.
Correct.
All right, second.
But is not and does not.
But he's not, and he can't help at all.
Yeah.
They don't know that.
Nope. So that's where they are. So Longa suggests you try to regroup with Cersei and throw Nevercrooks off the scent for a while, and because they know that right now that since she got an alert about this, that she knows they're on high alert, and they'll want you to follow Cersei because you've worked with her before. You have an in. They know that they'll want someone from the HBI. She assumes Vortiga. So if you could hurry up and pretend to have finished this mission, you can go, assist Cersei and pretend to be Vortiga in that regard.
I will, I fully agree. I think that's the best option. But also, we have another situation in that my old friend Osk is in Westport, and he will be heading to Southport in a few days or so because I left him a note. And if you could greet him, because he can be swaying towards our side, I truly believe.
She says, "Well, we believe in redemption. We believe that all of these, that everyone deserves a second chance and can be brought to the side of goodness if the situation arises." She says, "We'll try to speak with him when he arrives and convince him to do the right thing."
All right. Well, yeah, I think we'll stay at the inn until Morgan can gain some life back in her.
All right, so she goes ahead and wipes Viva's memory and makes Viva think that you guys spent several days smashing things and knocks Viva out. Viva's basically in a dream state and dreaming all this stuff that is happening.
Nice.
So you have Viva asleep in the inn, dreaming that you guys spent days smashing stuff. You have the unconscious body of Morgan also in the inn with you.
Yeah.
All right. Ramses, roll me a Constitution save to stay awake all night.
Ramses. Constant. And by the way, when we find you, we have your skull. We can drop the skull inside of
The jar.
inside of the jar, and I'll animate that. I'll animate that dead. You can have your own skull back. Get rid of that fucking shell.
Maybe a cool floating skull in a jar. That'll look so fucking dope.
I know, dude. That's what I'm talking about. It's gonna be great.
Ramsey's got a 12. I won't scare the
All right, so Ramses starts to doze off late into the evening. The next day you wake up, you get to roll a will contest to see who has the body the next day.
Alright.
Should we run off?
That for Vortiga. Oh, Vortiga gets the body.
All right, Vortiga wakes up in the town of Southport with sleeping Morgan and a passed out Viva.
Yep.
But you recognize...
Can I ask something real
Yeah.
quick? Seeing as Vortiga is undead,
She's not. Vortiga's not undead anymore. She came back to life when Ramses got in the body.
I was wondering, like, you wouldn't have to sleep, but that's...
She does. I negated that because I knew that would happen. So yeah, the body is back to life now.
Good call. I remember that now.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Plus, this way I don't have to do, like, general repose every 4 days. That was getting obnoxious for this character, so...
Yeah.
Trying to avoid it. So yeah, you see the two of them, like, zonk the fuck out. You can't even seem to wake them. But you know that you're in Southport. You don't remember getting... You kind of sort of remember getting here, but you feel very hazy. You felt very out of yourself lately, very, very different. You don't know what's going on, but you're here in Southport. You're like, well, we got here. I have a mission to do. You see Viva clutching a copy of the list of things you need to smash.
Alright, I'll read the list.
Alright, you read the list. It recounts all the things you need to smash.
Not checked off?
Nothing appears to be checked off on the list.
Okay.
So am I still in that hospital room talking to those burly nurses?
No, they, what happened was your memory got wiped and you're passed out in a hotel room.
Damn it!
But you believe that you smashed everything in town. As far as you know, you helped Vortiga smash everything in town, and it's all accomplished.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, well, I was going to try and wake them both up. They're out on a smoke break. Can we flip this up real quick?
Yeah, we can flip them really quick. Let's start with this. Can you guys introduce yourselves for me?
Yeah, I can.
All right. Who are you? What do you do? Tell us about yourself. Where do you come from? We don't tell me where you come from, but who are you?
My name is Harlock Spachimin.
Harlock Spaceman.
It's pronounced
Specimen?
Spachimin. I'm a life oracle. I worship Melani, who's like the god of revolutions and like sticking it to the man.
Mm-hmm.
God of rock roll. Yeah, suck it. Basically, I think I'm gonna stick with like being adopted. By some like I was left on the front door of these like sweet cat people. My favorite toy growing up was like a sweet ball of yarn. They didn't have much.
So I'll let you add that to your inventory. You have a ball of yarn in your inventory. What about you, Ashley? Tell me about your character. Who are you? What you got going on?
I'm going to read this.
Just tell Ashley, what's your name?
Fancy Spachimin.
Okay. So you guys are you related or married?
I'll let her decide.
I don't know. I guess I'd rather be married.
All right. All right. So you guys are a married couple, property investors from the town of Oestra. Tell me more about yourself. What kind of race are you? What do you do for a living?
I'm a human.
All right. I think we're all familiar with humans.
Yeah. Your profession, I guess. What's your profession?
You're a human what? What's your class?
She's a rogue.
Human rogue.
Let's fill in.
Does she wear a fur coat?
Yes.
I like it. You can add that to your inventory. What kind of fur? What animal? I have to know what animal.
Yeah, what kind of?
Arctic fox.
Can we say owl bear? Is it an owl bear fur?
Owl bear fur.
It's like a bear, but also an owl. So it's like feathers, but it's also like fur.
Yeah.
It's like
That
feather.
sounds
It's like feather fur.
Yeah, okay, that sounds good.
All right, cool. You wear an owl bear coat.
It was an heirloom.
Yep.
It passed down.
You now own that.
You want to be a slumlord or
Yes.
real estate agent?
I'd rather be slumlord.
Slumlord, got it. All right, so you guys are traveling via ship from the town of Oestra to the town of Reyes because you heard that it was recently sacked by the Westport military, and there's nothing left there now. You are traveling with a boat full of zombies.
Woo!
The town of Oestra is a town full of scientists and alchemists that have been experimenting with extending life and experimenting with the undead for the Castle Cronagris because the leader of Cronagris wants to live forever. And so they've been doing scientific research to work on that. But all they've managed to do is create a bunch of undead bodies, and so they kind of have a glut of undead bodies. Too many. And they heard that this town was just sacked, and that there's an Urgathoan temple there doing outreach, trying to bring more dead bodies. They thought this would be a good business opportunity. You're really smart. You got on the ground floor, and you said, "There's a need. I see a need that needs to be filled. I live in this town where we have too many zombies. There's this town that wants zombies. I could take the zombies there, help them get homes, and build a whole new society for zombies and make a ton of money doing it. You think it's a great idea because, you could treat zombies like shit, no one cares. It's just a great thing for a slumlord is zombie tenants, because no one cares if zombies live in abandoned homes and they don't have food, they don't sleep, so it doesn't matter if they get treated like shit. They're already dead. No one cares. So it's like the best slumlord opportunity for you.
So like CFC students.
Yeah, it's like, who cares? They're undead. Just let them rot. So you could be a horrible landlord, it doesn't matter. So you have a ship full of these undead. Roll me 2d20 times 10.
8, 16, so 160.
Alright, so that's how many zombies you're bringing with you on the ship.
Hold on.
And they're of all different, they're of varied races.
Great.
But you have 160 zombies that you're bringing. With a contract from the HBI for these people to sign whenever you arrive in Reyes. You guys are trying to get some sort of property rights for these zombies, and you guys are trying to get your own cut, of course.
Alright, are zombies the only things on this boat? I assume, are zombies just the passengers?
Well, the zombies are more like cargo than passengers to you guys, because you guys are awesome slumlords. They're kind of like they're like locked up. They don't eat or sleep or anything. You just kind of have them like caged up, and you guys are enjoying a nice cruise together. This is like a honeymoon cruise for you. You guys were just married. You had this great idea for an investment property, and so you have all these zombies locked up under deck, and you're just bringing them as like a bait for which, because you guys want the land. I mean, you know that Reyes was before this happened was a booming metropolis that was growing. It's already been cleared out a lot of the monsters and stuff. Yeah. So even if it's all zombies right now, zombies have a decay rate that's pretty high, and you think that you can move in there with these zombies, and then in 10 years, all these zombies will die off, and you guys can bring in some new people. It'll be prime real estate. You guys are smart. So this is part of your plan. So you have them locked up under the deck. You're delivering them to Reyes. You've got a contract. You're ready to go. After months of travel, you arrive at the dock at Reyes, and you are greeted by Froderick.
Oh, Froderick.
You guys come off the ship? Yeah, all right. There's Froderick.
We've been on this boat for months. My name's Harlock. This is my wife, Fancy.
Harlock and Fancy, really nice to meet you. I'm Froderick, the undead overlord of this town, kind of. Me and my
Mayor Pro Temper or whatever.
What was her name again?
Let's make what up. Priestess.
Well, it's nice to, look at her name. Yeah, grab me one back, please, and thank you. We love you long time.
You love you, Long Tim. Who is Long Tim?
Who isn't long?
Actually, how do you know, baby?
We love you, Long Tim.
I don't remember her name.
Just give her. We did, but I don't remember it either. Just make up a new one. It's fine.
We'll call her Nala.
Yeah, that's fine. Her name can change. She's a priestess. Maybe it's like a religious thing. Maybe after the island was destroyed, she like gave herself a new name, like it's a rebirth type of thing. Because that's Urgathoan, death, undeath. This is her new undead name, is Nala. So, Froderick and Priestess Nala, I welcome you to their zombie paradise. Even though there's only them and there's not that many zombies. But they call it a zombie paradise, and they say it's nice to have some living people here, but they ask, what brings you to the island of Reyes?
Well,
we have some plans. Maybe we could go somewhere and sit down and chat this out, hash it out a little bit. Absolutely! You guys would be more than welcome to come over to the party we're having at the Urgathoan Temple.
You guys join them for a temple party?
Yeah, we'll go to this temple. I've heard things about these Urgathoan temple parties. We do like to party. We get down. We definitely get down.
I didn't ask. Do you guys have deities?
I do.
What's yours?
Milani?
Which one's that one? Revolution?
Yeah.
Does Ashley have one?
No.
Okay, it's okay. You don't have to have one. Just like real life, some people don't have gods. You can choose one later or never choose one. You don't have to. I was just curious.
And Broderick also sees an opportunity here. It's like, oh, I see that you don't really follow any sort of deity. You should come check out the Urgathoan Temple. We're all about gluttony. You can eat whatever you want. We're going to be feasting mostly on flesh because we're zombies. And stuff. But just come check it out. Full moon tonight. We're gonna praise Urgathoa. It's gonna be a good time.
So you guys get into town. The first thing to do is invite you to church. But you guys really want to get in low on this property. You want to get a good deal on this property.
We got some deals to hash out.
These two people, you recognize that probably Froderick and this Nala are probably the people in charge in town.
Alright. So yeah, definitely we'll go to this Urgathoan priestess hash party.
All right, so you show up at the temple, and there's what, like 5 zombies there.
Can
Rocking out 5 zombies.
Oh, there's not that many zombies. We don't have. But
The town got sacked.
I'm gonna say, hey, why don't you invite your friends too?
Well, let's work out a deal, and then they don't even know. They don't know that we've got 100.
They don't know what you have. Yeah.
Okay, never mind. All right. Froderick doesn't know this. Froderick is gonna talk to Nala, see if hey Nala, why don't we send some of our zombies out and try to catch some food for these nice humans who clearly are not gonna want to eat what we're gonna be eating at this party.
Yeah, just roll me a survival check. See what you guys can scrape up.
Okay.
No matter what you roll, I'll let you get something. But the higher the number, the better the quality will be.
It's gonna be a wisdom check, probably.
For survival, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, Froderick sure as fuck doesn't have it. I don't know what Nala would have.
Probably a little bit higher.
13 for the survival of Froderick.
We'll assume that Nala could do a 15. We'll do the same roll. We'll say that they roll together.
Okay.
And give you enough that they scrape up something a little bit better than rats, at least. Maybe something in between dog and goat. Somewhere in that range of food, meat.
Chupacabra. We know
There were chupacabras here. So yeah, let's say they catch some of the chupacabra. You have a delicious chupacabra roast. They've cooked you a nice meal. They've got lots of liquor, lots of alcohol to drink because the town was sacked, but they left a lot of the store of reserved alcohol was underground, and they didn't know that, I guess, and the temple had access to it. So they're still drinking and eating and having a good time. You and these 5 zombies and Froderick and Nala and the 2 of you. Party.
So, we're gonna party hard for like an hour, and then eating some dog, goat meat, chupacabra meat. Let's see here.
And she's a rogue. Of course, Froderick will offer a little bit of a leg shank from that was laying around. See if they want to take a bite. Uncooked, of course. He likes it rare. A shank of human.
Like, hey, maybe you got like a spit around here? Maybe we can cook this while we chat.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we'll
They throw that on the spit, and you guys have a little chat.
Yeah, we're gonna throw a leg on the fire with your chupacabra, and go ahead. Talk us up. What brings you to this lovely nation of race?
Well, we've heard some rumors that something terrible happened here, and we're just glad. Heard there might be some people roaming around. Kind of have a business proposition for you. Like to sit down and chat with you about that. Yeah, well, we are. But I think it'll work out equally in everyone's favor.
Say, people roaming around? There's people?
Well,
I want to eat people.
Well, I've got an idea for you. I know there's a couple zombies here. We like to, take lands that others might not want and find use for them. And I think we found a use for your domain.
And what would that be, pray tell?
Well, us a cut, all these abandoned buildings might be able to pull in some more undead to help you or the villains out.
Well, this whole fucking town got basically razed to the ground. There's not a lot. We got to do a lot of work.
Well, you guys have rebuilt a whole lot. Like I said, you've rebuilt very simple structures. A lot of them are just made of the remnants of old buildings, but they're suitable for zombie living, for sure. Yeah. You guys have repaired the town at least suitably for zombies.
I'm going to be too picky on the... But, I figure we can charge some rent. We'll definitely give you a cut. Even maybe split it down the middle.
So you're gonna give me a cut of my own island, the place that me and Nala, we got this shit on lockdown. All seven of us.
All seven of us.
The only other people on this island that I can tell you that I know for sure are here. There's a bunch of fucking dwarves hanging out in those mountains. They won't open their doors for shit.
It's very true.
Well, I'm talking about bringing some numbers in, heavy numbers.
What kind of numbers? What are we talking about here? What are we doing?
Depends if we come to a deal or not.
You're not giving me much information.
I'm gonna say I got at least 50 people on this wait list trying to move into this town.
Okay, all right. And are we talking? Are these people willing to perhaps follow our great Lord and Savior, the Queen of Queasiness, the Captain of Carnage?
I'm very sure they'd be aligned in your camp.
Okay, all right. Well, then I don't see any reason why that would not be a win-win for everybody.
I believe so as well. So let's talk numbers here then. We want to split this down the middle, rent-wise?
Well, the way I see it, there's two of you, and me and Nala over here. We really just want to, make sure that there's a good inflow of, some meat for us to eat on a pretty regular basis, and keep the Temple Bergathoa crushing it as usual. So if we can work out some way to get a steady inflow of sentient meat, that would be good.
I'm pretty sure we can help you out with that. Keep things fair. You're doing us a solid. We want to do you a solid.
All right. So in exchange for food and helping to rebuild the town, I'd say that you guys can keep the majority of the income. We want to just uphold Bergathoa and rebuild this town.
All right. So,
so you guys will keep a portion of the rent with an option to buy the land later?
No, I think we're just going to sign a contract. Maybe we'll take the majority of, say, 75% of the income. And we'll give them 25%, and we will help them pull in some fresh meats.
All right, so you pull out your official HBI contract that you bought off an HBI lawyer. It's stamped, it's official. And on this contract, you write, split the profit 75-25, deliver meat, all the stuff you just said. All three of you sign it.
Yep.
Is there any small print?
Or all four of you, I guess.
Should be reading? Because I mean...
All contracts contain small print. I need all four of you to agree that you're signing it before we continue, but...
I want to read the small print before I fucking sign it.
You can roll a perception check.
Roderick might be a zombie, but Jesus Christ, he ain't no dummy.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know I was carrying around HBI contracts with me.
Almost all contracts are HBI.
Got a 22 on perception.
All right, you can't make out all of the small print, but you do know that it seems to be some sort of eternal contract.
Well, for a zombie, I'm all about eternity. That's not going to bother me, really.
No. It's super legal.
Roll this and add 4.
It seems like a lot of gobbledygook.
All right, we got an Oscar in the house.
Now things can happen.
Fancy got a 21 on perception.
All right, Fancy sees the same thing. She catches a couple words, but as far as she's concerned, like if you guys are making money and have whatever, right? Do you care?
This contract can't be canceled, basically.
No, it's a contract for all eternity. That's pretty much the only thing with the 21-22. That's all they were able to make out was its eternal contract. That's the thing they picked up on with that role. You'll need higher than that to get any more information out of the small print.
Yeah. So, okay, a quick addendum. All right, since we're trying to outreach here with the zombies and whatnot and bring in food, I would like to also add in that in helping with bringing the town back into order, also we need some ships so we can spread the good word.
I mean, they just brought you a ship, and you guys are in the middle of constructing another ship, so you will have 2 ships very shortly.
Okay, and can we start pouring in the
I'm pretty sure this ship can be part of the agreement.
Yeah, well, yeah. And then we'll pour in some of the earnings for the Urgathoans into making more ships.
Yeah, I'm sure like most of these zombies will tithe once they have a way to make money, so once they get settled in, all it's going to depend on is you guys creating some sort of economy with these zombies, which I'm going to leave up to you guys. What do zombies do to make a living? I don't know. That's up to you guys to figure out. How do they make money to have goods? What do they export around the world? I don't know. You figure it out. You tell me. That's how they'll survive.
Right.
But until then, they, you guys all sign this contract, yes? All 4 of you?
Yeah, Roderick and Nala high five, and they just...
They sign? Okay, all 4 of you sign it. You've now signed an HBI contract, which is eternal and soul binding. You guys now get a majority of the profit from this land and from these zombies, and have agreed to help deliver food.
I'll let Frederick know, like, when I said, like, 50, I meant, like, 160 zombies.
The more the merrier.
Yeah. So he's super excited. Yeah. He's just really excited. You guys their town was completely depleted. They were getting kind of depressed and lonely. And now there's probably not a huge population. It used to be in the thousands here, I think, but it's definitely, that's way 60's way better. A lot more people to talk to, a lot more zombies, a lot more dead people to hang out with.
I'll share with them a map of the island and of the town.
Yeah.
So you guys can take a look at that. We have a lovely, absolutely wonderful graveyard at the north of the town. It's fantastic.
Mostly pets.
All
Mostly
the zombies,
pets.
check it out. And over here we got the Temple of Ergathoa. We can start putting up a little market town, but down by the wharf, perhaps.
Feel free to redesign the city however you want. You guys are rebuilding now, so if you want to remap it however you like to. The walls are still kind of there, a little dilapidated, but
You're in Reyes, right?
Yeah. This is Reyes, and then this.
You guys are in Normantown, yep.
Hey,
Which you guys can rename if you want. You guys can rename Normantown if you like. It's now your city. If you want to rename it, redesign it, it's now your city. So you tell me if you want to change the name, if arrange the buildings in a different layout. That's all up to you. You can put the Urgathoan temple right by the dock if you want. I mean, like, that's all you guys now.
I'd say Urgathoan Temple should probably be like in the center of town.
Yeah, cool.
Roderick is going to mention his dear old friend and former employer, Cersei, and how much she really, really loved the prostitution gamble. So we're going to maybe try to put up some zombie hookers.
Okay, zombie hookers, I like it.
Zombie strippers.
I'm sure you can find some zombies that are okay with that. Roll me a percentage chance.
Saggy ass titties.
Alright.
On the ground.
Zombie strippers. 82.
Oh, you found out that 82% of these zombies used to be strippers.
Hell yeah!
And are totally down with the idea. And so I think that might be a great way for your island to make money, is just open some sort of, like, sexy zombie stripper resort, because that just turned out really well with that damn roll, motherfucker.
Alright.
So yeah, you have 82% of your zombies that are totally willing to prostitute and or strip or whatever.
I don't think she realizes that she is a slumlord and a sex trafficker right now.
Apparently so. She just delivered, I don't know what 82% of what we have, 160, I don't remember how many we had.
160.
Yeah, so 82% of that number, if you guys want to get a calculator.
Right.
That's how many willing prostitutes and strippers you guys have.
Can we call it Rotville?
131.
Call it what?
Rotville.
Rot?
Rotville.
Rotville. I like it, yeah. You change the name to Rotville. You guys start rebuilding and investing. The two of you can... Yeah, the two of you can also pick a place in town that you want to build your own dwelling and design it and whatever, decide how you want it to look. I think the zombies pretty much work for you guys at this point. You guys are all working together, but you guys being slumlords, if you guys want to pick a spot in town and have like a small mansion built or something, you can. You can't fill it with stuff, but you could at least you could build empty rooms. You can't like have furniture and stuff, but you could build a mansion of any size with as many empty rooms as you want. You guys are basically the richest people in town now.
I'm thinking near the docks, right on the water.
Yeah, that's fine. Just like build like a really big mansion like right on the edge of the docks where you can like look out on the ocean.
Right on the water.
Boom. All right, so you guys have a dockside mansion now in the town of Rotville. which was recently renamed. You guys are basically like mayor and mayoress, or whatever. You guys are in charge.
Mayor and first lady.
Yeah, there you go. Nailed it.
Man, I'm doing this game.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, you guys are pretty much in charge of this town now. It seems like Froderick and Nala are okay with running things as long as they run like the church aspect of it. So it is more like a 50-50 split because they're running like the religious half of town, and they do have a lot of sway over the zombies because the zombies all worship Urgathoa. But you guys do have a lot of power. You've signed the contract. You're going to get that money. You've signed a contract to help deliver food, and whether or not you do anything about it, it's magically going to happen because you've signed a contract. So we'll see how that works out. But
Like dwarves on the island. We can...
Also, Froderick is 100% behind trying to fuck these dwarves up.
okay, well, that's not up to that's up to you guys.
Boring, like just finding out what the shit they're doing. Like maybe they can help us out somehow.
Ah.
If they can't help us out,
I'm gonna ask
then we can eat them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask Frederick about these dwarves. Like, where are they? What are they about? What do you know about them?
So you guys already reached out. You're like, we feel like there's maybe some like investment opportunity in the caves.
Yeah,
Like if maybe
yeah.
if there used to be dwarves there, they probably have like really cool dwarven stone apartments there. We could maybe rent out some.
Get some more property.
Froderick would know. He would say, you know, I was hanging out with my old lady Cersei, and we explored these caves a little bit. We tried to go into the dwarven area. Wouldn't let us in. Don't want to talk to us. Don't give two fucks. But I'm sure they've got some precious metals. There was this weird black stone that we found at one point that caused a little bit of a trouble. And we think that maybe there was a crystal buried down there at one time, which was in a tower, and now that's gone. The tower's gone. That's when everything went to shit on this island.
So you guys get the total history of Reyes now.
Yeah.
You guys get the last 150 years of Reyes history.
Yeah.
Well, pretty sure I know what zombies like to eat, and it is fresh meat.
Agreed. Yes.
So you guys try to head towards the dwarf caverns in the cave.
Yeah, can we take all 160 zombies?
You can roll a percentage chance to see how many want to come, but I don't,
Maybe two of them are strippers.
Yeah, they are. So I don't know how much the good they're gonna do, other than just like strength in numbers type of thing.
Can we like do disguise checks on everyone and make them all pretty? All the way. By the way, we found out when you were in the bathroom.
There's 29 of them that are not
Sex trafficking.
Yeah.
Alright,
Sex trafficking
maybe we go to a
slumlords.
Small group. Maybe we go to a small group.
Froderick will totally go.
I mean, even the four of you feel like, you're just going like on a diplomatic mission. You're not trying to like, you don't need to bring an army. You're going to like figure out what's up with these dwarf caves, basically. And the zombies are kind of mindless. The zombies are, they're not very charismatic. They're not very smart. They're just kind of there. You guys feel like you're probably the four people that have your shit together enough to discern the situation and figure shit out. Because Nala's alive. You two guys are alive. Froderick's mythic undead, so he's not necessarily mindless undead. He's got his soul still. Somehow. He's slowly rotting.
Can we put some blush on his face?
Yeah. I mean, and because of the Temple in Urgathoa, they've been able to maintain him some, but all the people in town are slowly rotting. Did you guys head towards the dwarven caves? They've recently finished building a bridge.
Can we say? Can I say that probably Nala would stay
Behind?
I don't think she would go with it.
That's fine. She would stay in the temple.
Yeah.
That's fine. Froderick's more the adventurer, and
I don't have her stats. I wouldn't want to.
Yeah, she can't do very much. She has a couple of magic spells. She's not very strong.
You can play her if you want to. If you want her to come along,
I think you're probably smarter not bringing her. I agree with you on that decision.
Yeah.
So yeah, she would stay behind in the temple in case. You want someone in the town in case something happens to you guys. At least there's one authority figure in town.
Yeah.
Not that hopefully nothing happens to you guys. It's D&D, so you never know.
Yep.
All right, so you guys cross this bridge, which has recently been finished by. You guys built a small bridge. It's not a great bridge. I need you guys to all roll a dexterity save crossing this rickety bridge.
Son of a bitch.
All right.
D&D, you got to roll sometime.
Yep.
We can talk imaginary stories all you want. I love it, but rolls make it interesting. That way, sometimes things I don't want to happen.
Did you say reflex or dex?
Either one's fine. Reflex will save you too.
All right, 15.
Ashley's gonna roll reflex.
Reflex will catch you while you're falling, and Dex will make you not fall at all. That's the only difference. So if you roll a reflex save, you slip and catch yourself. If you roll a Dex save, you just make it safely across.
All right, 15 for my reflex.
Nancy rolled a 9, and I rolled a 10 on Dex.
All right, neither one of you guys rolled reflex, so now you guys can roll a reflex save with those low Dex saves.
So now roll that and add your reflex.
Yours was already a reflex, right?
No.
Will?
What? I rolled a reflex.
Alright, so yeah, you catch yourself on the edge of the bridge. So you slip and fall and catch yourself.
Fancy got a 17 on a reflex.
Alright, Fancy catches herself.
I'm gonna fall into the fucking water.
And you're Harlock?
Yeah, 6.
Alright, yeah, you do. You do fall in the
I
water.
want to try to grab him. I want to try quick action.
Alright, roll a reflex save to catch him and then a strength save to pull up.
Alright. Reflex. That's going to be a 10, 11, and I'm going to Mythic Surge it.
Alright, you need to.
What?
So you need to.
Yeah, alright. Mythic Surge, so... that makes it 17.
Alright, that's enough. He catches your arm, just barely. Now you have to do a strength check to pull Harlock back up.
Son of a
Can I use
damn.
my strength to add?
Yeah, you can add strength. That would help, actually. That would be you pulling and him pulling at the same time.
I got a +2 to strength.
Alright.
So you guys both roll strengths.
I got a 13 on my strength check.
I got a 20.
Alright, so yeah. So even though your pulling is not great, Harlock climbs back up your body. And now Harlock's back safe on the bridge while the two of you... The two of you are dangling by the... It's like a rope bridge. It's like one of those thin rope bridges with a thin walk in the middle. So now the two of you are hanging and Harlock's on the middle part.
Alright. Well, let's pull ourselves up then.
Alright, so strength checks to pull yourselves up.
Alright.
Morgan, you're...
16.
Harlock, you're already up.
Okay. Fancy, you need to roll a strength check. Oh, you did.
You did, but you caught yourself. But now you gotta pull yourself back up on the bridge.
Can I, since we're both up now, can we help her?
Yeah.
6.
You guys can roll strength checks. Be nice. It would be nice if you guys helped the lady when she was about to fall in the water.
Yeah,
Come on, guys, be chivalrous over here.
I got a 7.
19.
She's your new mayor, for Christ's sake. Don't let her fall in the water. All right, so yeah, your wonderful husband Harlock helps pull you back up safely on the bridge. Saves you from getting your feet wet. And you guys continue on into the caverns. You guys reach the caverns, which you are recognized from... Oh, you wouldn't, because you've never been here, but Froderick knows the caverns. The rebuilt bridge area. The old orc area to the left and the dwarf caverns to the right. There's like a very ornate stone bridge walkway that leads to the right to where the dwarf caverns are. You can see from here there's a very large stone door that's closed that leads to them.
Knocky.
I'm gonna, before we walk up though, I think Frederick would say, I've talked to these guys before. Didn't really work out for me, so I'm going to step back. I'm going to just be kind of like in the background here, and you guys do a lot of the talking. Yeah, they probably don't want to talk to undead me right now.
Pretty good.
I've got really good intimidate though. Worst comes to worst.
Alright.
Alright,
So Fancy and I are gonna go knock on the old stone front door.
All right, knock away. Roll me a strength check.
Alright. I only got a 6.
Here's your one chance, Fancy. Don't let me down.
Yes, that kind of
I
fancy.
got you.
Natural 20!
Whoa! Boom! 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 Your wife knows how to knock on the door, dude. She knocks on that door so good. As a matter of fact, you hear that echo throughout the caverns. You're like, there's no way that anyone would not hear that door knock. Lady knows how to knock on a fucking door. She hit the door. She hit that sweet spot. It had like an echo. But strangely enough, even though it was like the perfect knock, you guys wait a couple minutes. There's never any answer.
I'm gonna do a perception check on the door then, like,
All right.
is there any way we can get in? Shitty, that's a 13. You got a ball of
Yeah, it seems like a stone door, and it seems sealed pretty tight. You don't see any handles or way to open it from the outside. It seems like the kind of door that only opens from the inside.
Fancy got a 16.
I got a 19 in perception, but he just told us everything we need to know.
Yeah, does anyone speak or read Dwarven?
No.
Check my spells.
Well, I haven't chosen Frodrick, so I would assume he's a human. He speaks common, and that might be about it.
Yeah.
No.
He ain't too bright.
I'm gonna cast detect magic on the door.
All right. You do detect some strange dwarven magic, some sort of nature magic.
None of us have any knowledge on it.
Well, we can just send some of your freaking zombie horde up here with some chisels and stuff from town and just gonna start hacking away, man.
That sounds like a good idea.
Take a 20-year time if we have to. Who cares?
All right, so you guys get a crew up here and have them start chiseling. So you bring some zombie prostitutes out with the tools and say, "Just until we get some clients, you guys just."
We're gonna take the not prostitute ones, you know.
So the other 16%.
Yeah, the others. We're gonna take 16% of the not.
What's that, like 22 guys? That's still probably plenty. So you bring like the 22 guy zombies or whatever.
22 guys. God, if I was a zombie, this would be the best time to live in.
Good math. Thank you, Ashley. So yeah, you bring like 29 worker zombies, and you send them down the caves and say, "Get this door open."
Yeah.
We'll spam some times. You guys will get your mansion built. So in the period of time, by the time your mansion is finished, they've finished chiseling a hole in this cavern. So your mansion's still empty, but you guys now have a mansion where you want it, in the design that you like, with as many rooms as you want, etc. Draw a picture of it. It's whatever it is. Well, they've managed to finally break through, and they alert you guys. They send a message back into town saying they've broken through. Of course, they don't eat or sleep, so they've been working tirelessly for about a month now.
All right, let's go and assess the situation.
So we go there. Can we have had them maybe repair the bridge?
Yeah, the bridge was fine. It was just not a great bridge. It's a very thin, like, rope bridge.
Maybe a little
Nah, they've been busy chiseling.
Yeah, they've been working in the caves.
Alright, I'm gonna go.
So you guys need to all roll dex checks across the bridge again. It's not made for, like, heavy foot traffic. They didn't do, like, build it. Like, there used to be a bridge there that was built for, like, carts to come across because people would deliver fish and stuff. This bridge was just meant for, like, a guy. It was meant for, like, a guy to walk across, basically.
I got an 18.
That's fine.
I'm going to roll for Patrick. That's okay with you?
That's fine with me if it's okay with him.
Yeah, he just asked me to. He got a 17 plus.
That's
whatever.
fine. Yeah, 17's enough.
Actually,
Anything above 15.
6. Roll reflex to catch yourself.
Yep. Look for the REF on your sheet.
5 plus REF. It should be.
Probably not going to be enough.
Yeah, we're going to try to.
So you guys want to roll a reflex save to catch her again?
Yeah, I'll roll 1.
So I think she's going to definitely recommend you guys make improvements. She's going to complain. Yeah. This is the second time this happened. You guys need to fix this damn bridge.
Alright, I got a 14, and Patrick is going to get 17 plus something.
Alright, that's enough to catch her, and I'm assuming you guys will do a strength check to pull her up. And I will just say that she complains, Fancy complains about the bridge, and the now this dwarf cave is broken into. The next order of work for these guys is going to be build a better bridge.
Alright.
So this doesn't keep happening.
Fancy falling in.
Yeah, she did, but we caught
But you guys both rolled and caught her.
There's nothing attacking her.
She just wants you guys to build a better bridge. So you guys make it to the dwarf cavern. Fancy immediately tells the workers, "Thanks for getting into this dwarf cave. Now go build me a better bridge."
You zombie bitches.
Yeah.
Sounds like me.
Yeah. And they follow your orders.
Follow twice.
I will say, just so you guys know, all the zombies that you guys got from Oestra, Fancy carries on her, she's wearing a ring. It's the ring you gave her when you were married, and it gives her the ability to... It gives her... I'm sorry. Fancy's wearing a ring.
Lagging.
Wait for it.
Are you there?
Alright. Yeah, we got you, I think.
Yeah, I'm just messing with you guys. Oh yeah, so for your wedding, you gave her a ring, and that ring gives her the power to command all these zombies. So all the zombies you guys brought on your ship, as long as Fancy's wearing this ring of zombie command, she can command all 160 of these zombies to do whatever she wants, any of them.
Right. Can she do that in Frederick too?
No, this the ones that they brought from Oestra. She has command. They have something about those zombies. She's able to tell them. So pretty much anyone in town will do whatever you say.
Hell, a good wedding present.
Yeah, great wedding present. He got you 160 servants and a town. So that's pretty dope. So yeah, you guys make your way into this dwarven cavern. which turns out to be a large dwarven city that looks like you see all kinds of like work, like construction. Looks like construction, like scaffolding and things like that. It looks like it was in a constant state of change and repair. Whoever used to run this place, looks like they redecorated a lot. Because you can see one style of decoration or one style of architecture in one part of the cave, and then like scaffolding, and it changes all of a sudden. So whoever was doing this was changing things in here a whole lot. But it's magnificent dwarven architecture. It looks beautiful. There's crystals and gemstones and gold and all kinds of rare minerals everywhere. But you would also notice all the dwarf bodies are dead. There are roll me 3 d20.
I'll roll 1, you roll 1?
Yeah, everybody roll 1. Everyone that came roll 1, Ashley. Add it all together.
16, 17, and 7.
Add that all together.
24, 40.
All right, times 10. There are 400 dead dwarf bodies in this hall. It's a large open hall, lots of different architecture and gemstones and stuff. And there are 40. Look like a lot of workmen, basically.
Are they like fresh or like long dead?
They look like they've been dead for a while, but they're mostly decayed. They're not quite down to just bone yet, but they're pretty close. There's a little bit of meat hanging on the bone, but they're you know, it smells pretty bad. Fancy doesn't like the smell or the sight of what's going on at all.
Roderick loves it.
But she's like, the only reason she's sticking around is because there's also a whole lot of gemstones. She's like, oh my god, it smells bad. That's gross. But look at these really nice gemstones. There's a lot of nice gemstones in there. I mean, they're dwarves, so odds are.
Can I do a perception check as Roderick and try to see like maybe what caused their death?
Yeah.
I mean, we can probably guess what it was. I got 18.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they were trapped in here ever since the quake. Like that door you guys came in through, it seems like the stonework was melded shut, which is why you guys had to chisel your way in. There was no other way in. So it seems like they were probably stuck here and had no access to food or water for a long period of time. Because you guys have been rebuilding for a while now. This hasn't been like days or anything. It's been months of rebuilding. So they were probably stuck in there for months without food or water or access to anything and just died off.
Alright, well, let's commence the looting.
Yeah, can we just start like...
We could really make this town pop, dude. We could turn this into a fucking...
Yeah, you guys can loot. The problem is, I mean, you guys can take a 20 and keep coming back here every day and loot this place forever, pretty much. You guys are going to have like an infinite supply of money as long as you have access to this cave and no one else does. But every trip, here's what it's going to work. Every trip that you come here, like right now is a trip. You can roll a d20, multiply that by 100, and that's what value of gems you're able to take with you this time.
How about this? I'm going to take my 5 loyal zombies that I started out with as Roderick.
They're all still in town.
Yeah, I'm going to set them to be making said trips to start bringing cash
loot.
flow in.
That's fine.
Yeah, Ashley can send her 160.
It's true. You guys can do that. You guys want to do that and just like empty out all these caverns? Are you guys just doing that to me right now?
We want this to be like a
all right.
Rotville town that is rich.
So here's what's going to happen. You guys are going to end your adventure right here for tonight, but I'll let you guys clean out the cavern and get all the gems and split it 3 ways.
Alright, we'll do it.
Alright.
Here's what you have to do.
Alright.
Roll a percentage chance, multiply that by 1,000.
Alright, who wants to roll the percentage?
Do it 4 times. Once for Nala, once for Froderick, once for Fancy, once for Harlock.
Alright, I'll roll for Nala and Froderick.
And that's what you guys get out of the deal.
Alright.
And you might get, we'll say that you probably got more than that, but you probably invested the rest in rebuilding the city. This is what you kept. This is the amount of money you get to keep out of this whole thing. Everything else you reinvested in rebuilding the city and making it into...
Yeah, Froderick gets 11.
Actually,
Nala gets 60.
We got 36 and 7.
And we'll say whatever else with the rest you were able to use it to rebuild the island to make it more. So this is going to take several months. So let's say over the course of 3 months, you guys rebuild the island. You create some kind of amazing giant whorehouse. You have your cool mansion by the water. You have a great big temple in the center of the city. We'll have normal commerce, a normal market that's pretty empty right now because you guys aren't producing anything. But once it starts, I'll start adding items back into your market and stuff. But you guys have rebuilt this to a semblance of a normal city. You've got 2 or 3 boats at this point. Roll me a d6. That's how we'll decide how many boats you have.
5.
So you have 5 boats. And traffic will start coming through again. The Jim Darling boats, other boats from the nearby communities will start coming through now that you guys have a reputation. The word will get out over the next several months that you guys have rebuilt.
Start spreading the news. There's some new slumlords in town. Find out what valuable real estate gets bought up next. Next time on Long Distance Dungeons and Dragons Dinner Theater.